Hey guys, welcome to another resin project. Welcome back if you've made it to another video. That's awesome. Now, today didn't exactly go as planned. None of my lacing and stuff worked out, so it sort of turned into like a misty, like that slow shutter release effect you get with the camera. So first of all, we're just putting down some gravel. I've chosen a black gravel because it's going to be like a kind of like a vampire gothic kind of board. I've mixed this just with my clear resin just to place it down. I probably should have added a little bit more. I didn't quite get the amount I wanted in there, but we spread it out and it still worked. I'm just adding these very flat pieces of granite. I thought they just look like the rocks that, you know, we find along the shoreline. I thought they'd add a little bit of texture, can't speak today. I do also coat the tops of these granite in this first step just so I can make sure they stay glossy in case they don't fully submerge under the final layers. And then I just go around and just sort of scatter some of the edge rocks just to make it look a little bit more natural, despite this not looking like a natural beach at all. Give it a quick go with the blowtorch just to pop any of those fine micro bubbles. Yes, that did just catch on fire. It does happen. It goes out very quickly, but it can happen, so be really careful. I clearly was not. With my colours, I've just mixed black pigment with the black, pretty easy. I think I put a small amount of mica powder in that to give it a slight shimmer. The reds, I have made up basically the same colors, but I've just went a little easier on the second red, so it's not as dark and it's a little bit more translucent. So I'm just laying these down how I want them. At this point I was really happy with how everything was turning out, but it does go a little bit south for me. Then I just try to just blend those colors in together so they are a little bit more cohesive. And I just roughen up the edges to look more like streaky water coming into the shore. Another go with the blowtorch. This next part, I thought I'd be really smart and put it in one of those little needle bottles to get a really fine line. No, it was too thick, did not go through the needle. So I'm just pulling that out now. I go around all the rocks because you think of where the waves meet the rocks, they're sort of going to like go around the rock and encase it a little. So I've tried to recreate that. I'm just going in with my hot air gun. I do need to get one of those attachments because, as you'll see, I'm not getting the lacing that I originally wanted. Now, it has to do with the heat gun, but also I have not used the right pigment at all when I mixed up my white. But I still run with it. I think this is when I sort of changed my idea. Okay, we can have that kind of misty, slow shutter release look. I still persevere. It's sort of just going into a bit of a blobby mess, but I keep going. I try to go directly over the rocks with a downward pressure, hoping that it would sort of, you know, go circular around these rocks. I kind of give up at that point and I just let it cure. So I give it another go with the blowtorch and then I come back. So as you can see, all my white has just completely just dissipated. It's like you can barely notice I've done anything. So I add my clear coat at the, like right now, and I'm hoping I can do the original details I wanted to with that. I also added a shimmer to the clear, which really worked with one of the aqua ocean scapes that I'd done. It doesn't work with this, so I wish I didn't put that through. But again, I just keep going with it. You know, you've started the project, you've kind of got to finish it. Getting rid of all those fine micro bubbles around the side. Bit of heat gun that will also dissipate those bubbles. I go in with my white again, hoping for different results, but because I literally mixed up the exact same mixture, I think I changed a few things. I think I added a little bit more alcohol ink, hoping that it would float. It doesn't. I kind of just end up with this blobby mess. And I know exactly what's going wrong. It's too heavy. It's not the right pigment. It's not the right mixture. But I figure it can kind of have this, you know, that creepy, misty look. I'm not mad at it. It's just not what I was going for. I've also added a little tiny skull into the sand as well. I thought that was a nice little touch. It becomes really, really apparent to me at this point that this is just not going well. So I do come in very soon and I just try to do some finer details around the rocks. And yep, I dropped the toothpick in because I'm clumsy. More bubble removal. So yeah, here's where I just get the tip of the toothpick, dip it in the white, and try to mimic the waves going around the rocks, since my blowout technique and my pigment is just working against me. So I try to fix it. I then add a little bit of clear on top of each rock to sort of push that white away from the rock. At the end of the day, all this is just learning from mistakes, I guess. I've had ones that I haven't recorded and have turned out so well, but it's like the second I press record, nothing goes right. So, but like I said, I still like it. It's just not what I had in mind. Still got that creepy kind of ethereal waves going on. It's pretty cool. I really start to give up though soon. I'm just like, you know what, Pearl, just leave it. It's not going right. Get rid of your micro bubbles and just let it cure and see how it goes. This is how it went. It also gets stuck in my mold. I ruined my mold. I had to cut it out with a craft scalpel, which I didn't show because I wasn't sure if we get in trouble for showing little knives on here. Very new to the whole YouTube thing as well. But here we go. That's the finished product. It's still a cute little piece. Just not perfect. I do love that little skull poking out though. Although I wish you could see more of his face. I'd done it too deep. But there we go. If you stuck around this long, thanks a lot. I hope to see you back. I hopefully hope that my videos get better too. So we'll see what happens. Thank you. Bye.